And then you get the mainstream media. You got this character, Van Jones, on CNN afterwards saying,
in a smug, condescending way that he just spews this poison out. Like, literally, I was shaking listening to him talk because a lot of people don't know that is one step away from Nazi propaganda coming out of his mouth.
just shut the fuck up.
Being a good person matters. Vindication for a lot of people.
Just shut the fuck up.
Damn, Van Jones, that is hard to watch, bro. Welcome back to One and Done. Today we're going to be looking at Van Jones and Vivek Ramaswamy. What's going on here? Van Jones, super emotional race baiter versus the charismatic entrepreneur, businessman, come politician and presidential candidate, Vivek Ramaswamy. So we have two types of males here. We have the alpha dog, Vivek Ramaswamy, and we have Van Jones, the emotional mellow puff beta male. Without delay, let's jump in and find out what's going on. Roll the tape.
It's well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happy to have babies snatched away or send dreamers
Pull yourself together,
back
bro.
for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know. And you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. And you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters. You know.
This guy's talking a whole lot of word salad. Not only that, he's wetting his whole salad. He's dripping all over the place. Pull it together, bro. Seriously.
I just want my son to look at this. Look at this. You know, it's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around. And this is a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day.
Sorry for the people.
But for a whole lot of
watch
people,
this.
it's a good day.
Like, folks, think about this. You think someone died, right? You think one of his family members got ended. It was over an election. Pull yourself together, bro. This is what happens when you feminize men. They get in touch with all their emotions. What happened to stoicism? What happened to keeping things under control? What happened to overcoming adversity? What happened to, dealing with things? That display is not inspiring 1 minute or one person. His poor kids, they would be absolutely teased in public. Apparently, Van Jones was the advisor to the Barack Obama administration. And that makes sense because Barack Obama, he really went on the slide, didn't he? Like, he went fully sexual orientation, race. He caused absolute division in the country, and it's never been the same since. But he thought he could criticize Vivek and called him all sorts of ridiculous names. Anyway, let's roll the tape.
Well, he's always a joy.
In the smug, condescending way that he just spews this poison out is very, very dangerous because he won't stop Trump, but he's going to outlive Trump by about 50 years. And you're watching the rise of an American demagogue that is a very, very despicable person. Yeah. And I was shaking listening to him talk because a lot of people don't know that is one step away from Nazi propaganda coming out of his mouth.
Oh my goodness. Smug and condescending. The rise of a demagogue. He's going to outlive Trump by 50 years. What a drama queen. He's basically called Vivek a Nazi. So anyway, Charlie Kirk had an event on. He runs it every year. It's hugely successful where he invites great conservative speakers. They come together and inspire thousands of people over the weekend. It's a festival. It's called America Fest. Vivek Ramaswamy was one of the many speakers there. Let's check out his response.
We got to open our eyes to see that disease of dishonesty. The same government that has lied to us about not only what happened on 9/11, but the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, about the basis for the 2008 bailouts and the financial crisis, about the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that never was, about the Hunter Biden laptop story, which we absolutely know to be true, about exactly what happened on January 6th, to the origin of COVID-19, to the Nashville transgender shooter manifesto, to how our own money is being spent in Ukraine today. We demand a government that tells us the truth again in this country. That's what we require. We can handle the truth. That's what it means to be a citizen of this country.
Tell me where he's lying. Like, that's a whole laundry list of stuff that the government's done. And you never see any of these government people coming out and saying, hey, Vivek, we need to sit down with you. We need to set the record straight. Let's get on TV. Let's do this interview together. I want to set you straight. I want to debate you. I've got the proof here that the government wasn't involved in any of this stuff. But they're damn quiet, aren't they? They're real quiet. Now, there's a couple of people that have stepped up to Vivek and wanted to have to debate him on various topics and things, and he's absolutely destroyed them. We've seen that many, many times. Now, speaking of destruction, let's carry on because we need to see what his response is to Van Jones. He's going to get cooked.
So I say that on that last debate stage to a bunch of Republicans that are shaking in their boots. These are the things you're not supposed to say in the Republican Party even today. And then you get the mainstream media. You got this character, Van Jones, on CNN afterwards saying, this is the rise of an American demagogue who's going to live 50 years longer than Trump. This is dangerous. I am shaking. That's what he says. Just shut the fuck up. At a certain point, just shut the fuck up. Van Jones at CNN. We're done with it.
Goodness.
And I think you got to ask yourself, why am I the only candidate in this race who can say certain things? That January 6th was the product of entrapment, that our money is being sent to persecute Christians from Ukraine to Armenia, something you're not supposed to talk about, to the fact that the climate change agenda is a hoax because it has nothing to do with the climate and everything to do with China. The only person in this race who can say that Ronna McDaniel should resign as the failed chairwoman of the RNC. Get the hell out of our house. We're done.
He's cooking them.
The only person who can stay with a straight face that the likes of Nikki Haley or any other neocon is not coming within spitting distance of my administration as a VP or otherwise. We got to speak the truth of who we are. And that's the thing. You ever seen that movie, A Few Good Men? What does that guy say at the end? You can't handle the truth. No, we the people, we can handle the truth. We demand the truth.
Now, how refreshing is it to see, a potential president, a politician come out and speak truth, or at least stand on what he believes and asks and encourages people to come up and debate him, ask him questions. He never shuts anybody down, but they all end up with their tail between their legs. We've seen it time and time again. Now, why doesn't that Suki Lala Van Jones jump in and say, hey, Vivek, you're this, you're a demagogue, you're a racist, you're a Hitler, you're a Nazi. All right, bring it on, Van Jones, bring it on. But he won't bring it on because he is fake. Van Jones is a mellow puff snowflake. And soon as the heat comes on, the mellow puff will melt and the snowflake will turn into a drip. But it's okay, Van Jones. Once you drip out, Vivek will come in and mop up the damage. Now, Van Jones is one of those race baiters. He's another Don Lemon. Don't be surprised if he's unemployed next week, because that's what happens to these people that try and touch Vivek. We've seen it time and time again. Don Lemon, Chuck Todd, all mess with Vivek and end up on the unemployment line. Now, Vivek was just dropping facts left, right, and center about all of these so-called conspiracy theories. Once again, tell me where he's lying, and someone step to Vivek and tell him that he's lying to his face. And let's get it on one of these podcasts, Joe Rogan or X with Elon Musk. I'd love to see that. Come on, bring it on, bring it on. But they can't take Vivek's smoke. They cannot handle his smoke. Now, this is why masculinity in young men is so important. No one wants to grow up and be like a sook like Van Jones on TV, crying his eyes out over Biden being elected. What a clown. We need leaders to look up to like Vivek. Vivek is a dog. He isn't scared of anyone or anything. Threaten his life, he doesn't care, because he's a man on a mission with a purpose and a drive. He's not motivated by money because he's got money. And this is the reason that people in politics, especially in Washington, D.C., the swamp, cannot stand people like Vivek or Donald Trump. There's nothing better to see than Vivek cooking. Let me know what you think. Now, some people have come out and said, well, he probably shouldn't have, told Van Jones to shut the F up. Maybe not the most professional thing to do, but he didn't hold any punches, did he? So tell me what you think in the comments. Uncalled for? Necessary? Funny? Not funny? Unprofessional? Unpresidential? Let me know what you think. Thanks once again for tuning in to One and Done. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next video.